Good morning, everybody. So here we are, Monday again. And I know that a lot of people are like, oh, it's Monday. So sort of sitting here trying to figure out what the heck to talk about. And it's kind of interesting, my topic of the day, because I've had such a high energy weekend and lots of activity and lots of connection and lots of spiritual events taking place, and lots of beautiful, amazing things happening. There's a lot of release and a lot of clearing. And then I wake up this morning and I'm sitting here like, I don't know what to talk about. I don't even know what's gonna come up. And I'm sitting here like, I don't even feel tuned in, tapped in, turned on, like in the zone at all. Like I feel like I'm kind of out here in limbo this morning. And I was like, oh, well, that's actually it's not a bad topic right there now, isn't it? Because we're not always tuned in, tapped in, turned on, excited, on spot with things, ready to go create, being in that mindset. And sometimes, especially like after my weekend of all this high energy and positive stuff, you would think that I would come off of that and just be like, yeah, let's go. And there is a piece of me that is very much, very, ready to go create and go do and experience and keep the connection going. And there's this other piece of me that's just like, oh, I just need a vacation from it all. I just need a vacation from it all. Meaning like, I just need some downtime and just not have that go. So what do we do? What do we do on the day-to-day when we're not feeling turned on and ready to just run forward, charge after our goals, charge after our desires? We don't feel safe to be open in a space. Maybe we are feeling, a little disconnected or hurt, even emotionally hurt, or just mentally blocked in different ways. So there's so many different things that can kind of step in there and prevent us from having that turned on, in the groove experience of creation. So that's what our topic today is what to do when you're not in that space, because that's exactly kind of like where I'm feeling. So we're just going to be very raw this morning, very vulnerable, and I'm going to admit that I am not in that space of bam, like let's go. But I have like 50,000 things that I really need to do. So here's what you do. I'm going to kind of be a little storytelling, of course, throughout all of this. But so some of the things that you really have to do when you're not feeling it is, all right, get this. This is like the hardest lesson. It's really is the hardest lesson. And the hardest lesson around when you're not feeling really tapped in, turned on in the creative juice, when you're not, just like it's not just flowing easily for you. What you have to do is let go. You have to let go. And letting go in this space means to not force anything to happen. So don't try to control it and force it. Because when we try to force things, we present resistance, and what we're doing is we're leaning into everything that we don't want to have happen when we're trying to force it. Because now we're operating in this space of trying to get stuff to happen that we think should be happening, because if it doesn't happen, then oh my goodness, blah 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 is going to happen, and we don't want that. This is the perfect time to have, you could say, a very calm, cool, collected, or maybe not so calm, cool, and collected, but maybe you're just emotional. Maybe you need to go cry. It's okay. Maybe you spend your day going and, just maybe you just need to go back to bed. Maybe you just need to go back to bed and sleep it off, you could say, right? Like a hangover, you just need to sleep it off sometimes. So that's what that's like the biggest that's the biggest hardest maneuver, because what's going to happen when you feel, and like for me today even, I have a list. Well, number one, I didn't make my list last night. I went to bed, I was emotional last night, and I went to bed and I did not make my list for the morning, which is not like me. I normally always make this list, and I always know what my top priorities are of the next day, so that I don't sit here in the morning and fill my head with responsibility. I get it done the night before so that I can wake up in the morning and move through. Well, I didn't do that for myself. So I have going off in my head, even as I'm speaking here, is I have like this list of things like, oh my goodness, I need to do this, and I need to do this, and I need to do this, and I need to do that. So my monkey brain is into mind chatter, chaos mode, ego stuff, telling me about the 1,001 things that need to be accomplished today, while I'm in this space of, we're going to call it like creation limbo. Okay, just not in, I'm not turned on, right? So I'm really in like this, like is going on, and you're going to notice that happens all the time, especially when you're not in that flow, and when you're not in this awesome space of creativity. Because when you're in the awesome space of creativity, and you're in that turned on space, and you're passionate, and you're like, ooh, everything's just kind of flowing to you, and it's just, you're just there, and it feels amazing to be there. And when you feel amazing to be there, well, then things are just flowing. You're not trying so hard, okay? But as soon as we get into these spaces of things where your energy is just not quite where you want it to be, we start to try to control it. And with the control comes the monkey mind, comes all of this chaos, this clutter, this ego stuff. And if we lean into that right there, then all of a sudden, what happens? Resistance starts happening. Resistance to, good morning, Addison, good morning, Amy and Michael. We start to have this resistance to what we actually do want. And the trick truly is to just let it go for the day, let it go for 2 days if you need. Don't focus in, don't become obsessive in the idea that you are going to toss out all your plans, all your goals, all your hard work, all the stuff that you've done is not just gonna go whoosh, because you're having a moment. And that's what it is. It's just a moment. So that's step number one. Let go. Don't try to control. I guess that's step 1 and 2, right? Let go. Don't kind of control. They're one and the same. And then the next step to softening the load of a day like that is honor self. So if you're letting go and you're not trying to control, then honor yourself in this process. Honor yourself and realize, like I made the statement of like, maybe you need to go back to bed. Maybe you just need to just do the dutiful things of like cleaning your house and going to work, the things that you don't really have to think about, that you can just do, and it keeps you active. But allow yourself the space also to realize that maybe in these moments what's exactly needed and called for is just to honor yourself. Like maybe you just need to take the day and do self-care. Maybe you just need to take the day or at least take a moment in the day. I'm not speaking from my terms here. I could take the day and just like whatever, like because I'm my own boss, right? So if I get into a mood like this, guess what? I can cancel my life for the day and go do whatever the heck I feel is appropriate for myself in the moment, because I don't have to report to somebody. I realize that not everybody's, and it's just, so for those people who have to report to somebody, try to find a moment that you can go and access some sort of connection, some sort of fun. Like for me today, I'm going to go out with a friend, I'm going to go have sushi, going to do a meditation, going to just kind of relax in. Now, I had this planned when I was in a really good space, and this is one thing that I'm going to keep on my agenda for the day because I know that it's going to help pull me out of it. It's going to help me do some clearing work that I need to do, some release work that I need to do that my weekend has pulled out for me. So I'm going to just make use of that because it's like I'm honoring myself. That's really what I want and need to do this morning. And I have a list of other things that are more responsibility focused, right? And as I sit here, I'm like, I think there's like 2 things on my list of 1,000 responsibility wise that I'm going to do today. And other than that, I think I'm going to like fold my laundry and put it away and, vacuum or something, just because those things are very mundane, very effortless. And I want you to focus in on this effortless. And that's the tickets, because getting in and trying to make anything happen, including like doing something around the house, is going to cause resistance. So do things that feel effortlessly easy to you to do in this state, because that allows for this ease to form in other areas. And what we're trying to do is these are like physical things that you can do, the action steps that you can take to release this blocked up energy, okay? Because that block is preventing you from creating positive thoughts, from creating desire-based thoughts, from tapping into the passion, the desire, the manifestation that is in there. It's just hiding out for the moment, okay? It's just hiding out for the moment. And until you can get into a space where you can consciously make a different choice, the only choice that you need to make is to make it as effortless of a day as you possibly can. Be very soft and gentle with self so that you can just kind of move through. So this is like providing yourself the self-care, the self-love, the nurturing that you need to just be soft with self so that you can move through it and then access, because you're going to start to feel better. You're going to start to feel better. Then all of a sudden, some more positive thoughts will start to manifest in your head. You'll have this, like something will come through that's going to be a better thought. Maybe the thought of, because I like do gratitudes in the morning and gratitudes at night. And here's the thing, like last night I laid in bed and I was trying to do gratitudes and it was a struggle. It's never a struggle for me, but it was a struggle. And I came up with like three. One of them was, I'm grateful for the air in my lungs, I think. It wasn't even a full-on gratitude, so I was like stressing. And then this morning I woke up and the gratitudes, I laid there for I was late to conscious coffee because I'm laying in bed I refused to get out of bed without saying my gratitudes. And I was laying there, I'm like, oh man, I can't believe that I'm having such a tough time. But I had things come in that I was telling myself, oh, I should be grateful for. But just jibber jabber and a list of gratitudes that you think you should be grateful for versus actually feeling the gratitude, 2 completely different things. So it's like I only count the gratitudes that I actually feel, that rise up, and I like really do feel that yes, I love that about my life, or yes, I'm really grateful about that. And so last night and this morning it was kind of like a struggle. So these are thoughts and feelings. Thoughts turn into feeling, okay? And as they come through us, that we're accessing, we're attaching to, okay? And this is just trying to create that space for a new thought, a more positive thought to come in so that you can make the choice to access it, tap into it, and focus in on that positive thought, and then allow it to grow, okay? Because that's all it is. So you focus in on a thought and it will grow. That's why you have to be really, really careful about what you pick and choose to focus on. So going in with grace and ease with your body through the day, you're already giving yourself more love and self-care, And that's going to help you to feel better about the way you're treating yourself, which hopefully will access a thought that is more positive mindset. And it can just be, it doesn't have, you're not looking for, mind-shattering, earth-quaking, amazing, enlightenment thought here. That's not what you're doing. What you're doing is you're just looking for just a speck of something more positive coming through. When that comes through and you notice it, okay, because you're not going to be consciously aware of this right away either. You have those positive thoughts. You're just focusing in on the negative ones. But switching that and you get access to that positive thought, then all of a sudden it comes through. You attach. Now you attach to it. Feel it. Allow it to grow. Nurture it. Baby it a little bit, right? All of a sudden it will grow. By growing means that other thoughts will come that basically will magnetize themselves to this. So this one little positive thought has lots of buddies and friends out there, okay? And it's going to start to come in and attach to it. And now you have like this happy little party going on with positive thoughts. That's it growing, expanding. All of a sudden you'll notice with that the feelings in your body, the resistance, the tension that you're having around different things will start to lighten and to loosen even more. Now you're on the bell curve. Like right now we're here, right at the bottom of the bell curve, and this is going to start to send us back up into positive land, help to push us up, help to bring us into this state of creation and manifestation, because we don't want to create the crap, we want to create the positive. So if we just take ourselves in this soft way, allow ourselves to just go, but just softly, okay? So don't beat ourselves up. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to control it. Let go. Lean in. Honor self. Okay, so it really is let go and honor self. And just don't try to control the situation. And then start looking for access points. And those access points being the smallest of positive thoughts coming in. Or something positive. Maybe you miss the thought, but you catch the feeling. That works. That completely works. All of a sudden, maybe you feel just a little bit, maybe you feel some laughter, maybe you feel a little bit of happiness or joy, maybe you just feel a spark of love come from you, maybe you just feel like something has just been released, like there's oh yes, a weight has been lifted. That just means that in those moments when you feel the feeling but you don't know where the thought came from, you're not being conscious of your thoughts, and your body is telling you what you're primarily thinking. So focus in on both of them, but you're looking for an access point on one or the other, okay? So just, you start to feel a little bit better physically, you realize that your thoughts are changing as well, and that means that you're going into more of a positive mindset. So start tapping into your positive mindset and grow those thoughts. Grow them, grow them, grow them, grow them, grow them. You're gonna come up on that bell curve, and next thing you know, you'll be back into the land of positive manifestation, and you won't be down here at the bottom of the well lingering around hating life or feeling like there's nothing, there's no gratitude, there's nothingness, disconnected, lonely, frustrated, overwhelmed, anxiety-ridden, angry, depressed. I can fill in the blanks of the bottom of the well, right? So, and all of those thoughts and feelings, just realize that they're temporary. That's the other key, because we tend to get stuck in the concept that what we are feeling is here to stay forever, and that it's not going to pass by. And that's not the truth. It can pass by like this. It can, or it might linger for a little bit. It's just how we choose to, how much resistance we give to it, to leaving or not. So if we want to nurture that negativity, then we're saying, no, we don't want you to leave. How long do you want to do that? Like, how long is that serving you? Did you enjoy yourself down there, or are we going to go ahead and move through? By moving through means to unshackle yourself. Just unshackle yourself and let yourself go, which means pamper, love, care, soften. Stop trying to control. Stop trying to control. It's big, 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 big. Stop trying to force things. That's what I'm talking about, that force. That's that control. You're trying to push something to happen. So like for myself, my big list of 1,001 things to do today, I'm going to take on two things. One, because it's on a timeline and I know that I have to get it figured out today. that just means that I need to read a couple messages and get it, you know, send it off wherever I need, and then release the outcome of it. Another one, I have to actually like take a kid someplace and do something today. It's on a timeline. Have to do it. And that I'm gonna go and I'm gonna enjoy lunch with a friend. I'm gonna enjoy a meditation, and I'm going to enjoy just allowing myself to be in this ground that is actually a very good nurturing ground, a good ground of release, a good ground of renewal. It's a rebirthing part, and just that cleansing, and allow all of those layers that have been there to just kind of fall off and drop down and go away because they're no longer needed. And if you start to look at it like that, it makes it a lot easier. And guess what? Tomorrow I probably will wake up with a nice list and feeling a lot more rejuvenation and recharged and all this different stuff going on. And if you're in this space as well, realize that you can do it too in one day. It probably won't even be one day for me, but it's like, and it doesn't have to be one day for you either. It can be, it really is like this. It really can happen like that. So just, you know, get in there and allow yourself to love yourself, and just let go. Just let go. So, all right. I feel pretty complete on that. I hope that this was helpful to somebody out there. And thank you guys who did get up on this Monday morning. And North Texas, it's a dreary Monday morning, but thank you for getting up on this morning and hanging out with me. If you're catching this later in the day, you know, love you guys, and I hope that you got something out of it. Please, no matter what time of the day you're catching this, you know, feel free to make a comment, share, let me know different things. And as I always say, if it has touched you in any way possible, or you felt that it was worth just sharing, just hit the little share button so that friends and stuff can share it too, and to, you know, to get maybe push through some difficult time that they're having right now. And I will catch you guys tomorrow at 6 a.m.-ish, and for another Conscious Coffee, and possibly for Mindful Monday later today. I know I skipped out on Friday and Saturday, busy with 3-day event, and never made it to doing my little vlogs. Oh well, such is life. So I'll try to get in a Mindful Monday vlog for everybody as well, and look for tons of stuff once today has passed to just kind of come out over the next week or so. So love you guys. Catch you tomorrow. Bye.